Do you say? What do you know? We are back. We're back in the dojo, the original OG room. Huh? We're back. Excited to be here. Episode 24 is rolling out. Get ready. Get locked in. So here we go with the whiteboard. We're shooting this. This is a Saturday night episode. So we're going to go over the first two games I've already finished for the NFL three-peat. The next one, Denver and Detroit's currently going on. You just can't hear it because I got audio sound. So we're going to go over the Bengals, Vikings, Steelers, Colts, Broncos, Lions. Remember, YouTube channel on the Bubcast. We're going to go over Saturday's games. We're going to go the NFL playoff update and NFL Week 15 games and my MVP discussion. So let's just go right into it. So first game we had Minnesota and Cincy today. Great game. Cincinnati, I think, has an answer to make this season as successful as possible with Burrow going down. So you got Browning doing well. 2 touchdowns. Did enough. Cincinnati had enough energy offensively. I think I like Browning. I like what he brings to Cincinnati. It was good. They did just enough. They've got some wide receivers. Jamar Chase went out with an injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Rest him up. Boyd and Higgins did their role. They got a good win. They won 27-24. Minnesota benched Dobbs. Didn't get much from their guy. I don't even know the third string guy. I really should know that, but I don't. But Minnesota, Jefferson came back, got 86 yards. Looked like he did some. Wasn't necessarily all on board there, but he came back first week. Actually, second week because he was injured last week with that immediate hit. Came back, did well. Minnesota's just trying to survive. Minnesota's just trying to get through it, trying their best to get a positive playoff game, maybe get some playoff hopes, get into the playoffs, help with this dismal injury-ridden season. So, and then we got Pittsburgh and the Colts. Indianapolis beat them 30-13. It wasn't even a game. Pittsburgh's lost 4 of the last 5. They benched Trubinsky for Mason Rudolph. Not sure why you do that. Just roll with Trubinsky. If you're going to roll with anyone, make it Mason and not bench Trubinsky. Kind of a head scratcher there. So, but like what I saw from Indianapolis, I think Minshew was also going to get them just enough to get them into the playoffs. I like both Cincy and Indy's vibe right now. They're rolling. They're doing well. I like Minshew, Zach Moss, that run game. Jonathan Taylor's going to come back in a couple weeks. I think that mixture is just enough concoction to potentially even upset, get the division winner. They're right there with Jacksonville. Make it interesting. I like Indy and I like Cincinnati. So I'm excited. Those two are great games. Pittsburgh has a lot going on. Their defense can only do so much, but their offense is dismal. Najee Harris is inexistent. Quarterback issues. It's going downhill for them. Minshew had 3 touchdowns. Liked Indy's offense. Pittsburgh's got a lot to answer. Tomlin's, he's dealt a bad hand and he's doing his best he can. They fired the offensive coordinator. They're benching Trubinsky. They're doing a lot. You're doing a lot to find an answer, and I think they're just they're barking up the wrong tree, and they're just trying to look for a problem that's not there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of mentality. So, and we got the Broncos at Lions. Detroit's -4.5. It's currently going on right now in my living room. So, Lions are coming off a horrible game against the Bears. Denver's won 4 of the last 5. It's going to be a great game. So once I finish this, I'm going to go tune in for that. Make sure you watch that game. It's going to be a great game. Russell Wilson, can he be consistent? Can he be protected? Can he do what he needs to do? I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do, liking the energy, liking what he possibly brings to the table. Detroit Lions defense, can Aiden Hutchinson make it hard for Russell Wilson and get that defensive energy going and then spark the offense because Goff needs a little bit of kick in the tuchus to get going. It's going to be a great game. I'm taking Denver at +4.5. I think it's going to make an interesting 3-point game. I like that. I like Denver, so tune in for that game. Really looking forward to that. A couple nights ago, Thursday night's game, good Lord have mercy. Chargers fired their head coach, much needed. That dude was a clown. He was running the defensive plays and, not getting enough done. Sorry, my buddy Mike from Chipotle. I know you're a Chargers fan, but you're blessed to get rid of those 2 knuckleheads. And they got rid of their GM. They have a lot of answers and questions in L.A. I know Herbert went down and done for the year, but to score 63 points on a defense, you're like, what? He knew what was going on. The team knew what they needed to do. So to answer all those questions, saying I'll keep running the defense and they let you give up 63. It's tough, and I know they had a scooping, scoring a pick six, and I get that. Aiden O'Connell had 4 touchdowns, looked really good, so even 4 touchdowns is a lot for a stellar defense. So I'm glad the Chargers moved on. Las Vegas, I don't think Devontae Adams stays around. I think they have some things to work on themselves. They're not necessarily right in the position where they want to be, so a lot going on. Not really sure what Las Vegas wants to answer, what they want to do, but I don't think Las Vegas is where they need to be. I like the coach. I like the energy they have. So I think Vegas has some questions answered. I think they have some questions answered, but I still think they need more bring to the table. They got a lot to figure out. So I don't think Vegas is where they need to be either. So, but I'm proud that the LA fired those 2 guys. They needed to get rid of them. It just had to happen. Devontae Adams, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. But again, I do not see him coming back. I see him doing his own thing somewhere else. I think Las Vegas had a chance. It just did not look good. So let's go over some upcoming games. Let's just go through them. We'll go through some games, update you on playoffs. I got some playoff update on my phone. So we got Bears versus the Browns. Cleveland's -3, 3-point favorite. Justin Fields has been playing well. He's kind of getting the good rolling, not turning the ball over. If he doesn't turn the ball over, he looks good. If he does turn the ball over, it's complete crapshoot. Joe Flacco just signed a new contract. He's named a starter for the rest of the year. Can the Browns rally off that? They have offensive weapons. I like what they're going with Flacco. He's a game manager. He's doing what he needs to do. I like it. The Browns are still alive for the postseason. Can the Bears score enough points? Can the Browns defense make it hard on Justin Fields, make him turn the ball over? I'm looking forward to this game. The Bears are still fighting through the end of the year on a positive note, and the Browns are looking to get in the playoffs. They're right in the thick of it, so tune in for that. Jets, Dolphins. Again, Jets, hypothetically, Aaron Rodgers might show up. Don't know why. Don't need to. They're slowly getting closer and closer to elimination. Dolphins are so 50-50. They're boom or bust. They're going to be upset in the playoffs. Whether they win the division or get a wild card, they're gonna be an underdog, and they're going to end up losing. They're not a good team. Their offense is like on fire or ice cold. Can the Jets get some production from Wilson? He had a good game. He had a good production, but let's see if he can keep that going. He had one good week. Let's see if that second week can keep going for him. I don't expect much out of this game from either team. I think the Jets might make it difficult for the Dolphins to score points. They got good defense, but I don't think Zach Wilson will do enough to beat Miami. We got Texans at Titans. C.J. Stroud is out. Tennessee's a 3.5-point favorite, hence C.J. Stroud being out. Texans had a horrible game against the Jets. The Jets had a good defense that week. C.J. Stroud's got a concussion. Tennessee's on a Monday Night Football high after that comeback win against the Miami Dolphins. DeAndre Hopkins knocked me out of the playoffs. Thanks for that. Can Stroud get healthy and get back on track and hopefully be there for the playoffs? We'll have to see. I'm looking forward to that game. Bucks at Green Bay, rivalry game. I got some buddies that are Bucks fans. I'm ready to have the Buccaneers come down to Lambeau. Green Bay had a crappy game on Monday night. Crap the bed. Cheeks Bunch trash, fell apart. It was a tough road game in New Jersey with Danny DeVito. Love that game. That was great energy. Love the DeVito story. Can Love get back on track? Can Love kind of just keep going in that distance upward area and keep doing his thing? Green Bay's got injuries on offense. Their number one wide receiver is always hit or miss. Aaron Jones can never get healthy, so let's see what they can do. The Bucks are right around for even a division title. The Buccaneers can be under 500 and host a playoff game. Looking forward to that game. I think the Bucks know what they have in front of them. They can kind of control their own destiny because they win the division they're in. So my favorite game, Giants at Saints. DeVito, what's he going to do against this tough Saints defense? Is he going to keep playing? Keep doing what he does? I'm looking forward to this. Pair with Saquon Barkley. Let those two mesh. See what they can kind of get from the Giants offense. Tommy Cutlets. Can Carr get this lackluster offense going? Kamara needs to do more. The Saints offense needs to do more. Derek Carr continues to struggle. What are they going to do in New Orleans with him? The Saints need more offense and need to score more points. Not really sure what to expect from New Orleans, but it's kind of like yay or nay. Falcons at Panthers. 50-cent tickets to get in to watch this game. That is insane. Carolina, no words. Falcons, same thing. They're right in there with the Bucs with a division win. They lost last week to the Bucs on a comeback. The Bucs came out a comeback win. But Atlanta's still in the playoff hope, still have opportunity. Carolina make it interesting, get some hype, take some positivities into the next year. Atlanta's still alive for a thing. I'm taking Atlanta. Chiefs at Patriots. Chiefs are rebounding out for a tough loss. They Mahomes and the head coach, drawing a blank. Andy Reid got fined a total $150,000, so they can rebound from that. Patriots just survived the year. I think Belichick is on his way out there looking to go somewhere else. I don't blame them. The era is done. No Brady. You're kind of getting the situation is just there. Let it ride. Do your thing. I think New England's all for letting it go. Clean slate. Redraft a quarterback. Mac Jones isn't the answer. I think the Chiefs blow them out. Chiefs receivers catch the ball. Stop dropping the ball. Use your hands. Don't bring it into your body. They teach it at Pee Wee. 49ers at Cardinals. 49ers are going to keep dominating. Is that offense just going to keep alliterating everybody? Brock Purdy's going to throw a 2-yard slant to McCaffrey. He's going to have 89 yards after contact. Is Kyler Murray going to stay in Arizona? Can he still healthy? Can they kind of get a situation started with Murray with all the offense and everything else and see what they can do? I'm looking forward to that, see what they can or can't do. Other than that, Arizona's looking at Kyler Murray, and what are they going to do? They need a weapon. I think they're going to draft a wide receiver or someone in the first round. But Arizona's also got to, what's going to happen? Commanders at Rams. So many questions with Washington. Is Ron Rivera going to go? Is Sam Howell the answer? I don't know. I like Rivera. I think he brings good energy. I just think that overall, this new connection with the new OC and all this kind of going on, it kind of just leaves some stuff in Washington. It's kind of like mediocre mid-team, textbook definition. Let's see if they can kind of get something together going into the new year. Can LA's defense do enough? Can Puka have one of his good games where he's just off the charts with points? Or is it going to be one of those normal type of things? So looking to see what the Rams offense can do. Rams defense, Rams defense keeps them around, but can the Rams offense score enough points? Cowboys at Bills, huge game. Huge game for Buffalo. Can the Cowboys keep going? Cowboys on the road, I do not like this. This is a tough matchup in the Bills. I think the Bills Mafia is going to bring it. Buffalo has been playing really, really well. They've been doing well. Josh Allen has been doing more than just game managing. He hasn't turned the ball over. I'm looking forward to see what Buffalo can do. Buffalo gets this win that turns the tide in Buffalo from sour to good. I think it's a good thing. I think Buffalo wins this game. Cowboys are going to struggle. They go from heated dome games great at home. This is a tough road game for them. This is a great win for Buffalo. Look out for Buffalo to win and get conversations started on what is going to happen with Buffalo. Buffalo wins this game. The conversation is going to start chirping can Buffalo rebound and get back to where they originally once thought they were going to be this year. I'm excited for that. I can't wait for that game. I think it will put Buffalo on the map and get people chirping. It won't necessarily deter people from Dallas's expectation because it is a tough road game. I think they play well, lose a tough one, I don't think it deters what Dallas is going to do. Dallas gets the home seed. They might go right to the Super Bowl because they can't lose at home. Ravens at Jacksonville, huge AFC playoff implications. How's Lawrence's ankle? He had a great second half against the Browns, really did well. Can Baltimore's defense match the offense? Can they find offense, weapons, receiver-wise, without their tight end? We'll have to see. Mark Andrews is out. Continuing to be out. We'll have to see what Lamar can do. There's no run game. Tough game for Baltimore, traveling all the way to Jacksonville. I think if Jacksonville gets started early enough, it's going to be a tough game for Baltimore. Jacksonville just needs to come out swinging offensively and get going and doing what they need to do. And the run game. Get the run game going. Make it a little easier for Trevor Lawrence. Great game. Back-to-back great games. Eagles at Seattle. Tough game for Philly. Anyone going to Seattle, it's a tough game. Need a bounce-back game from Philly. They looked exposed, weak. Their offense wasn't there. Their offense wasn't explosive. It looks like if their offense isn't explosive, what are you going to look at? Seattle's had a great game against Dallas a couple weeks ago, and they're going to build off that and bring it to it. Seattle's still alive. Seattle's got a lot to fight for. Seattle's got good weapons. Can Charbonnet get healthy and get back? I'm sorry. Can Kenneth Walker and both of Charbonnet get healthy and get back and see what they can do? I like Seattle. Seattle's got a little zing to the zang. I like that team too. They get into the playoffs. They're going to be tough. Can Philly's offense get going and not be excited for that game? So currently going on, this is before the 2 games ended. This was an updated standings last night when I meant to shoot this episode. So these standings are as of not right now. So the 2 games that just finished has nothing to do with these standings. They're going to be a flippy-floppy. So I know Pittsburgh dropped to the 11 seed with a loss, and Indy went from 7 on my standings probably to 3-4. Well, no, they probably went to 5 because they're not a division winner right now. So, well, actually, no. If Jacksonville loses, they'll take over 4. So right now, Indy moved up. Pittsburgh went down. So right now in the AFC, you got number 1 Baltimore at 10-3, number 2 Miami 9-4, number 3 Kansas City 8-5, number 4 Jacksonville 8-5, number 5 Cleveland 8-5, number 6 Pitt 7-6. I'm sorry, nope, Pitt is dropped. And Indy has moved up to 7-6. So Pitt is no longer in the thing. I'm not sure what the AFC looks like now. I'll put it on Twitter here in a minute. AFC's all kind of messed up because of the game. NFC, nothing has changed because the games. Oh, no. Minnesota has dropped from the 6th position, so I don't know who would take over that position. And Detroit's playing right now, and the game isn't over. So you got San Francisco 10-3. They're going to roll to the 1 seed. I think Dallas loses, and they get a space between those two. And they have the tiebreaker. So I think Dallas loses a game near the end, and it just becomes separation. Number 2, Dallas is 10-3. Detroit, number 3, is 9-4. Number 4, Tampa is leading the NFC South at 6-7. Number 5, Philly is a first wild card. Minnesota has dropped. Green Bay will be 6 at 6-7 at the moment, and we'll see what other kind of implications. I'll get an updated version here in a minute. So that's what's kind of going on. That's what we got going on tomorrow. We got one more game tonight. Detroit and Denver, going to be a barn burner. I like to see what I'm going to see. I like to see this game. I want to see what's going to happen. I like to see what Denver can do. Can Aiden Hutchinson make it harder for Russell Wilson? Let's see what's going on. Thanks for tuning in. Do a little sidetrack here. Tomorrow, we are going to shoot our bowl season episode. I know it was supposed to go on tonight, but I did some research for NFL because NFL had I completely forgot NFL had games on Saturday, so I want to talk about that. So tomorrow afternoon, tune in for our Sunday bowl season game where we lay into the bowl games. I'm going to go through all the bowl games. We've had some bowl games already happen. I'm going to discuss those that happen because after tomorrow, they all go back on Monday. So I'll talk about the Saturday ones that end today, and then we'll talk about the ones coming up. So I got about 6 games to go over that happened this afternoon. We've got some winners. We got some ones still going on. And then we'll talk about the ones going up, and I'll pick my championship winner, and we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in. Follow us on social media. Social media is all over posted. I got a big post on my Instagram, on my Twitter. It's all over the place. Follow us on everything. Subscribe on YouTube. Thank you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all tomorrow. No, we won't actually. MVP update. I got Dak. Right now I got Dak over Purdy because I think Dak is doing more. He has more yards. I think Purdy does more of a drop. I think his surrounding people make him look good. I know it's a team game, but I think Dak will get enough at the moment right now. I think Dak is a little higher than Purdy just because of what he's doing. I think Purdy throws to his surrounding cast, and his surrounding cast makes him look better than what he is. I know that's biased. It's supposed to be a personal award, but I got Dak at the moment. I think Tyreek Hill hit a slump because of his injury. If he gets 2,000 yards, we can kind of talk about it. I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to talk about it if he didn't get 2,000 yards, but I think that injury kind of set it back. So right now I got Dak. So now enjoy your weekend and have a good one. We'll see you all tomorrow.